Jumbo fellow adventurers on Instagram. I'm waiting for Facebook to clean up its act here. I've got some great questions on manifesting versus meditation. It looks like we are live. Okay, so time for another spiritual tune up. Happy Friday, everybody. Meditation versus manifestation. Man, two very loaded words at this point in the evolution of our consciousness. We're all getting a little bit more curious, we're all getting a little bit more knowledgeable, and we're realizing that we don't have to play victim anymore. We can rock our lives. So, meditation and manifesting, are they bedfellows or are they opposite ends of the spectrum? First of two questions. Mike, can you reconcile "you are not your thoughts," made popular through meditation exercises, mantras, etc. You are not your thoughts, and thoughts become things. How do we reconcile that? Well, seemingly, the wise spiritual guru would tell you you are absolutely not your thoughts. They pour through you. I say seemingly because when we put words to truth, it always slips and fails. You are not your thoughts, but neither could you be you without your thoughts. So there's this kind of weird soup. Let me just reassure you that there is an inner witness that's spoken of by many different authors and cultures in the Far East, etc. An inner witness that pays attention to what's going on. I know when I'm on stage. I know Pixie when you're on stage and you've got 1,000,000 people or I've got 1,000 people looking at me. I'm operating, I'm functioning, and I'm noticing and I'm thinking, and should I play it up or should I take it down? There's this inner witness which is far more core you than, say, your thoughts are, which are also part of you. Really, we are all the essence of pure divine energy. We are all God, but for the different lenses through which we view reality. And those lenses are typically called our ego, our spiritual ego, our thoughts, our inner witness. And so that inner witness makes us that unique splash of God, but truly we are all pure divine while we play out our adventures in the jungles of time and space. So to get to the crux of the matter and why a question like this might be raised is to, number one, understand you're not vulnerable to your thoughts. Understand your thoughts can't run away with you, contrary to the seeming reality of it. And understand, moreover, that you control them. Even though they are pouring through you, the essence of the divine, like a raging river, and you can take a cup from over here, and you can take a cup from over here, and this thrills you, and this scares you. You are not those things in the sense of your witness or your ego, but you can control where you focus. And this takes some experience. This is the evolution of consciousness. This is why we work at it. This is why I give workshops. You can control entirely this raging torrent of God Almighty, pure love, through your very being. It's not you as you know you, but you can control it. Thereby, you're not vulnerable to it. And thereby, let's get it on and take it to where we want to go through creative visualization. One of the propensities or properties of consciousness in this soup that we all agreed to play in, time, space, matter, the jungles of time and space, is that whatever bucket or pond we're scooping the divine out of, we are drawn to experiencing more of. Hence the law of attraction. We focus over here on these scary thoughts or on these loving thoughts, and we are drawn into more of that raging river, away from other raging rivers. The way you change your river is not to dislike the one you're in, but to focus on the other one that you'd like to be in and ignore what's going on around you right now to the degree that you can survive and be safe. Okay, this is the whole hook of life. Changing the river, changing the thoughts, in spite of evidence to the contrary, led and brought about by earlier manifestations. So while your thoughts are not you, they are inextricably bound to that which you experience, and you have total control over them. Although learning this in the beginning, it's pretty dicey. Don't think of the pink polar bear and you're thinking of the pink polar bear. But you can do this, and you can change that which you don't like by deliberately focusing elsewhere with your inner witness, and don't get too confused by these terminologies, to expand that which you now choose to focus on, and live the most rocking of lives. The second question that asks about meditation versus manifestation. Mike, how does meditation work with manifesting? For me, overthinking takes away the joy from everything. Meditation provides grounding and peace. But after I'm done meditating, I'm so much at peace, there's nothing I want. So are these mutually exclusive? Again, the same kind of question. Great questions. Thank you, everybody, on this Friday. Meditation and manifestation are just two different realms that are worthy of study to live a rocking life. They are not mutually exclusive. And let me also point out the obvious. There have been blazing success stories and love stories experienced by people who neither meditated nor did any creative visualization. But when you know that you're of God, by God, pure God, and you know that your thoughts become things even though they are not really who you are, why wouldn't you tame those lions and tigers and bears through meditation and direct the stream of future manifestations so that they increase exponentially in terms of love and fulfillment and creativity, friends, laughter, health, and healing? So what I would recommend is enjoy, since you're doing both of these, the questioner, enjoy the meditation and the calm that it gives you. It quiets the mind that can otherwise seem to run away with you, putting out fires and worrying about things you really don't need to be worried about. An exercise once or twice or 3 times a day for a couple of minutes or many minutes of just calm mantra, watch your breath, fly like an eagle through the solar system, or is that just me? And just enjoy the freedom that comes with that. And you're right, when you're done, you're not going to go want, a new car or something else. You're like, this is all so good. Wallow in that. Don't start trying to manipulate the world around you. Just wallow in that. You will never be able to turn off your wandering, curious mind as it leads you down paths of excitement and adventure. So you need not worry that you meditate so much, you just don't give a damn about life. You're going to be all over life. You're going to come out of that cocoon, and all of a sudden you're going to be so revitalized, you're going to be just like, wow, where am I going to go now? I just went inward. Now I'm going to go outward. Let's go to the beach. Let's go to the top of the mountain. Let's go to friends and laughter. Let's go to health and healing. You'll never be able to quiet that inner hunger and lust for expansion, because that's God alive inside of you. God doesn't stop growing, and neither will you ever stop growing. There will always be a sense of divine incompletion in your heart. So when that starts stirring, then you know exactly where you might start wanting to focus some new conscious thoughts in the direction of transformation, change, achievement, being, love, whatever. Let these two modalities, these two rituals, meditation and visualization, be complementary, but neither be stepping on the toes of the other. Don't try to fit one into the other, unless it's fun and you're soaring through the galaxy imagining, whatever you want to imagine. Well, thanks for the great questions, everybody. I answer your questions. Post them below on Instagram or on Facebook. Next week, they will be my talking points, Monday through Friday. And thanks for the engagement, the likes, and sharing with your friends. Hello on Facebook, Madeline, Stigal, Mark, Elaine, Winnie. On Instagram, Steffi, Nika, Lorena. So glad you're all here. Future Shrimp, you got it. Okay, tally ho amigo, happy Friday.